More federal agencies are being targeted, including the intelligence community. Senior political correspondent Rachel Scott tracking it all from the White House. Good morning, Rachel.
George, good morning. And millions of federal employees have just hours to respond to their buyout offers. They are faced with a choice whether to resign now or run the risk of being fired. The deadline tonight. It's decision day for millions of federal employees. At least 40,000 already taking the buyout offer to resign now with several months of pay. And this morning, many intelligence workers faced with that same deadline too, to quit now or possibly be laid off in the future. To comply with the review of the federal workforce, the CIA emailed a list of new employees to the White House over a non-classified system. That list included the first names and last initial of employees hired in the last 2 years. But now it has prompted fear and concern that those intelligence officers could be at risk.
We go to great length to protect the cover for CIA officers, and if all of that can be destroyed by a reckless, malicious sending of an email, that blows our cover and makes us much more vulnerable.
Federal employees received those buyout offers with an email titled "A Fork in the Road," the same subject line billionaire Elon Musk sent to Twitter employees when he took over the company in 2022. Democrats warning employees should proceed with caution, on Capitol Hill sounding the alarm about Musk and his massive reach into the federal government.
I move that the committee subpoena Elon Musk to come before it as a witness at the earliest possible moment.
The hearing quickly turning into a shouting match.
Yes, let's have order in this country.
Stansbury, you're out of order. You know you're out of order. You know the rules of this committee. There's been a motion.
Mr. Elon Musk is out of order and dismantling.
He's out of order.
God.
Musk and his Department of Government Efficiency only digging deeper into federal agencies, from the humanitarian agency USAID to the Department of Education to the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid, the government's health care programs vital to 160 million Americans. And at Treasury, Musk's team gained access to the department's payment system, which includes the personal information of millions of Americans. Overnight, the Department of Justice only agreed to allow 2 special government employees with ties to Musk to see that sensitive data. One is the former chief executive of a Silicon Valley tech company, and the other is a 25-year-old engineer who worked for X and SpaceX, 2 companies Musk owns. The White House says Musk is working hand in hand with the president.
The 2 of them, with a great team around them, were going to look at the receipts of this federal government and ensure it's accountable to American taxpayers.
President Trump's push to shrink the federal government has prompted confusion, with some programs caught in the middle. Even though a judge blocked the president's freeze on federal grants, some Head Start programs providing daycare for low-income children are still shut out of payments nearly a week later.
These are the most vulnerable people in our society. These are low-income 3- and 4-year-olds that are just looking for an opportunity to be ready for school and hopefully have a chance for a better life.
And the Trump administration is facing a slew of legal challenges this morning. So yesterday we saw a federal judge block the president's executive order on birthright citizenship. Today, a different judge will weigh the future of these buyout offers that are being spread across the federal government. And then also we reported on the FBI turning over a list of agents who worked on January 6th related cases to the Department of Justice. Well, we do know that some of those FBI agents sued, saying that they are now being targeted by their own department. There is a hearing in that case today, George.
On that front as well, the Attorney General Pam Bondi at her confirmation hearing said she would not use her office to target Trump's political opponents. She appears to be going back on that promise.
Yeah, George, just hours after Pam Bondi was sworn in as Attorney General, she launched the Weaponization Working Group that is going to review what she calls politicized actions of people who have investigated President Donald Trump at both a state and also a federal level. But Democrats quick to point out that it was Bondi during her confirmation hearing saying that no one would be politically prosecuted simply because they are opponent of President Trump. George.
Okay, Rachel, thanks very much.